What's going on, guys? LegitMHx here, back with another Marvel Spider-Man PS4 video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing the part 2 to my in-depth analysis sort of mini-series that I am doing. Part 1 was covering web swinging and people's concerns of it being or seeming slow, and I cover why it isn't and why, if it is, why it won't be when it does release. But that's another video. Go check it out. Link will be in the description below. But this video is going to be mainly covering the graphics of the game, of Spider-Man PS4, and basically people's other concern, the secondary concern of the graphics sort of being a downgrade from last year when we got the E3 2016 trailer. So that's a major concern that I will be covering. This video is going to not be as long as the last video, as the web swinging video, because that one had a lot of stuff to it, but we don't know much about the graphics besides what we have seen. So I'm going to be just talking about the downgrade in general. So if you guys do enjoy this video, do subscribe if you haven't already, and if you guys enjoy, then do leave a like as well. I'm still going to cover the combat as well as the map in part 3 and part 4, but I am covering graphics now because most people are interested in graphics. So let's get into the actual downgrade thing that everyone's claiming. On screen, I'm going to be putting up comparisons and side-by-sides and stuff like that of the original trailer and this trailer. But basically, the main concern is the graphics of that it's actually been a downgrade. Now, I don't believe that there has been some sort of well, to a certain extent, but I will cover that. Basically, we got the E3 2016 trailer in E3 last year, but basically the game looked amazing. I mean, I'm pretty sure every single person was blown away with how good the game actually looked, and I gotta admit, it did look really good, and it still does look really good. But what people have realized is that it looks a lot different to what we got this year, and I did notice that as well. We also got the PS4 Pro 30-second clip at the PS4 Pro event last year in September, I believe, which also looks completely different to what we got this year. And that's been the major concern that people have also had. And I also had this when I first was reacting. I was like, this looks awesome, but it doesn't look like what we saw last year. It looks nothing like what we saw last year. And there are two main reasons to that, and I'll cover them. I'll cover the second one first, because the first one's the main one. The second one is that the time of day, the weather, the actual weather, the time of day, I just repeat myself, but that the time of day actually is affecting the lighting of the actual scene or actual mission of the game, and it looks much different from last year. Basically, last year we had a sort of sunset, cloudy sort of lighting, so you got more of the oranges, more of the reds, so you actually saw Spider-Man's suit, the oranges sort of stick out a bit more. You saw more, it looked a lot different to what it looks now, because now we got sort of cloudy but very daytime, sort of like noon, early in the morning possibly, but it's a completely different time, and you can see that it was sort of as a result after rain, because you can see puddles and stuff on the ground, and you do see some clouds also appearing, but the two times were completely different, and basically the lighting had affected both. Insomniac have also said this. People have asked them questions about why does the game look completely different, and they've also said it might be because of the that they've improved it, or it could be because of lighting, and lighting is definitely a factor. If you guys do see all the actual graphics of everything, like the buildings, the roads, the NPCs, everything, it looks a lot better than last year's game. The main thing that everyone's having concerns over is everyone that's assuming the graphics has been a downgrade is the suit, Spider-Man's suit. It looks completely different from last year. Not completely, but you can see a significant difference, or a significant difference within the actual suit from last year. So I'll put up a side-by-side of the actual two suits, especially the PS4 Pro clip. It looks completely different to the PS4 Pro clip that we did see, and there are a few reasons as to why that could be. Again, I did talk about the lighting. The colors did pop out differently in the different lighting conditions of the actual time of day, but it may also be because of the way Insomniac have changed the actual suit. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but a group of people had complained last year about the suit being too cloth-like and not really, shiny and polished like every single Spider-Man suit is. I mean, if you guys have seen the original Spider-Man suit or Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man suit or the past Spider-Man games, the suits that have been in there, it's been sort of like skin tight, shiny suit, and that's another reason why people are calling it the Amazing Spider-Man 3 or another TASM 2 game, pretty much, because in the Amazing Spider-Man the suit is always shiny, it's skin tight, it's polished, it reflects light and a lot of stuff like that, and that's what the Spider-Man PS4 suit is doing this year in the E3 gameplay demo, but what it completely did not do last year. And a reason could be is that because people had also maybe complained a bit that it is too not shiny and it doesn't look like a Spider-Man suit and it looks cartoony. A lot of people did say that, and maybe you guys haven't come across that, but a lot of people have commented in my videos particularly about the actual suit being too cartoony because of it not being shiny and not being like not seeming skin tight, and people have also complained and tweeted at Insomniac regarding this as well. So it could be that could also be a reason as to why Insomniac changed it and made it more shiny. But another reason that could also be the factor that actually makes the suit look so different. I mean, basically the two suits, they look amazing. They look amazing in both their ways. Like the original suit looks amazing and I love how it looks. The suit that we got now also looks amazing, and my mind's also blown away. When I saw the actual trailer, I was blown away. When I saw it in 4K with like proper HDR and everything, it looked even better. It actually looks, arguably it could look even better than last year's. But both the suits look really, really different, and I did really like the PS4 PS4 Pro suit that we did get last year, as well as the one that we got this year. But the main concern is there's a lot more detail in the PS4 Pro suit that we did get last year. And if you guys don't know, the gameplay demo is running on the PS4 Pro, that's why there is 4K footage. If you go on Insomniac's YouTube channel, you will find 4K footage of the actual gameplay demo. Marvel's channel only has 1080p for some reason. Insomniac's has the official 4K actual video of the actual gameplay demo that's proper and everything, so you guys can check that out. I might link that in the description below. But the two suits are completely different, and if you do look at the actual detail, it's a lot more the PS4 Pro clip that we did get last year in September is a lot more detailed than the one that we did get here. Yes, this one looks gorgeous. The coloring looks really nice, especially when he's hanging upside down talking to Wilson Fisk on the phone. His actual suit, the mask, looks amazing. But this suit really looked a lot different last year, and it actually looked really, really good as well. The reflection of the orange from the suit, you can see the really minute details, and that's sort of a concern that people have also had. And basically, the main thing that one of the possible changes, one of the possible reasons that this is the case, is that Kinda Funny Games, Kinda Funny is the channel, right? There's a channel called Kinda Funny, or like group of people. They did an interview with Insomniac Games and they talked about stuff, and they've sort of confirmed that there's gonna be customization of suits within the game. I think he actually even spoke about this particular concern, and I'll link the actual interview down in the description below. But he said there might be the reason that it actually is shiny is it might actually be a customization that was applied to the actual suit. It was actually made more shiny. That's a possibility, and I don't know for sure if that is the case, but that is also a possibility as to why it looks much more shiny. And I have to agree to a certain extent that the PS4 Pro clip does sort of look better maybe, but I mean it's hard to tell because it's so different. The two suits are so different in both their ways, and it's not really, it's hard to judge which one actually looks better, and it's just preference at the end of the day. But the ability to have that customization and to actually change it from being shiny, apparently you can apply a shiny effect to your suit as a customization option, and that could be why the suit looks so much shinier and so much more, people have said, plastic feel. I don't feel like it's plastic. I feel like it's a normal skin tight suit. It's a normal suit that you would have from Spider-Man, the regular original suit. It's like a TASM suit, but it's not what it was last year, and last year it was really different, and that's why people were so surprised, because the suit actually looked a lot different to any Spider-Man suit we've actually ever seen, and a lot of people liked that. So those people that have actually liked it for so long are beginning to see that it's actually different, and it is actually what it like a normal TASM suit, and now people are like, well, I don't know if I like that. But because of that, a lot of people are saying that there's been a massive graphics downgrade, which is actually false, because the graphics are much better in this actual E3 2017 demo than it was last year, and it's just the suit that looks different, and that's why people are assuming that there's a graphics downgrade. I'll put images of the city. You can actually see that it's much more detailed in the actual what you call it, the gameplay demo. You can see that it looks a lot better. The city looks a lot better. The distance looks a lot better. The sky looks a lot better. NPCs look a lot better. The animations, everything looks a lot better in the gameplay demo than it did last year. The only thing that there is a concern over is the suit, and that might be the reason of them improving it, sort of, or saying that they improved it. Maybe they'll change it back, or maybe it is the customization that might be the actual reason as to why it looks like that. But the gameplay, I'll show you guys the NPCs. They look amazing. The reactions look amazing. Their face looks amazing. It's really pinpoint. If you look at Miles Morales, it actually, his face looks amazing, and you can actually see quite a bit of detail in his face, and it's crazy to see what Peter Parker's face will look like, but we don't know yet. Also, the cars and stuff, the actual animations that happen within the game, they look amazing. Everything within the game, in terms of graphics, looks amazing. The suit is different, and that's why people are thinking that it's a graphics downgrade, but it really isn't. Another thing that I have a personal concern over, which I really haven't had anyone mention it, it's not really a concern, but I'm just interested in it because it was, it's something that stood out to me, sort of. Not really, but it was one of the factors that stood out to me, because there aren't that many issues that I have with the actual gameplay demo, and this was sort of a mini issue that I did have that I haven't seen anyone actually cover, so I'm gonna just say it and see what you guys think about it. Basically, it's the actual webs. The webs, the animations, as well as what the webs look like, it looks a bit off, in my opinion. It doesn't look like, it doesn't match up with everything. Like, you have everything flowing, going perfect, physics is going amazing, gameplay is so smooth, the actual graphics look amazing, and it's really consistent, and then the webs just look like out of place. Like the webs that are in this game would be perfect for like TASM 2 or any other Spider-Man game in the past, but everything looks amazing in this, and the webs just look mediocre. I don't know what you guys think about that, but in my opinion, I feel like the webs could be improved in terms of detail, in terms of how they look, how they react to actual, motion and stuff. Like when he's, say, at the beginning, when he, does the stealth part, when he cocoons sort of the inner demons, parts like that, it looks a bit off. Like the actual web swinging, the webs in it, the actual like just flying around with webs and stuff, like going zipping and stuff like that, that looks fine. But it's actually when there's a large amount of web, and then right at the end, when the helicopter, when he did use the actual webs to stop the helicopter, the webs looked really off, in my opinion, and it looked out of place. It felt like it's considerably looks worse than everything else, because everything within the game looks really good and really good detail, and you can actually see that it's really precise, and everything in it is amazing. But that just stood out to me, and I don't know what you guys think about that. It's not nothing major, but it is something that I sort of felt when I first reacted to, when I first watched the gameplay. But yeah, that's one of the things about the graphics that I feel like could be sort of improved when the game does release in 2018. But that's pretty much it, guys. So basically, there is really no graphics downgrade. For those that are worried, there is no graphics downgrade. Pretty much, the suit looks different, and people thought that the suit looked better last year, and that's why people are assuming that there is a graphics downgrade. In reality, both the suits look amazing. It's just really different, and they've changed it quite a bit, and that's why it looks worse in some people's opinion, because they liked the suit last year. So maybe we will see the customization, and that it actually is a customization, and you can actually make it shiny. But I liked both the suits. I'm fine with what it is now, but last year's one did look pretty cool, and it'd be nice to have something like that as an ability to change through customization possibly, but we'll have to see. Again, the actual gameplay, the buildings, the NPCs, the roads, the actual weather, you can actually see like raindrops in and stuff within the actual gameplay. It looks so perfect. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, the more you improve it, the better it'll be, but like in my opinion, it looks perfect as it is right now. Animations look pinpoint. It's really good. It's just the suit and the webs for me. The suit for everyone else, webs for me, I guess, because I haven't really seen anyone talk about the webs. But the suit is something that could be sort of changed, and I think alternate costumes is definitely confirmed for the game. So it isn't even that big of a deal. At the end of the day, you can just change your suit if you don't like it. But yeah, so there isn't a graphics downgrade for those that are concerned, but I will give you guys on screen, you guys will see the comparison of the two graphics, and let me know what you guys think. Is the demo that we got now, are the graphics really worse in your opinion? Does the suit really look worse? I mean, just look at the few photos that are up. Does it really look worse, or is it just different? Because in my opinion, it's just different to what it was last year. I like both of them. Having both of them would be good, but we'll have to see. But yeah, I really liked the last year's one, the PS4 Pro clip, and yeah, everything will be on screen, guys, so you can see the actual graphics and the actual difference between the two suits and everything. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It's not it's not that much info concentrated. It's more of a discussion and speculation and talking about why there might be sort of a graphics downgrade, and why there isn't actually a graphics downgrade, and why it's just the suit and people's opinions and their preferences affecting sort of their interpretations of what the graphics look like. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Again, if you guys haven't watched my web swinging video, that one's pretty good, and I go in depth quite a bit in that. Go watch that video if you haven't already. Link will be in the description below. Why this web swinging isn't slow, because that's another concern. Everyone's saying it's slow. That's gonna be linked down in the description below. And pretty much, I mean, I've been trying to I ended up making this video the same length as the last video, so let's quickly wrap it up so it doesn't actually go over that time. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you please subscribe if you guys haven't already. Still part 3 and part 4 to come. Like the video if you guys did like it, and this was once again LegitMHx signing out.